look, you do this because you want to put something on the air that you hope will entertain people. And if everybody's like, it pains me to watch this, you're like, well, that's the exact opposite of my intention. So all I can say is, fan reaction is incredibly important to me and the other writers, and we want people to be happy, and I think this season they will. I don't know if you've been back on those same message boards. People are excited. I think some of it was fatigue of just like, we've seen this show and I've seen these dynamics, and I think it's could be potentially true of any show, and certainly any young adult show, and a show, especially a relationship-driven show, where you don't have the ability to go to a franchise week in, week out to help sustain some of the storytelling. So some of it I felt like was unavoidable. Some of it I felt like I got what they were talking about, and those were things that I wanted to address head on going into this year, and that's why I feel like a lot of the heart and a lot of the humor is back in the show this season. Yeah, I think the cultural shelf life of things is definitely accelerated, and I think if you're a fan of something, you can read the blog and listen to the podcast and get the soundtrack. I mean, you can just totally absorb yourself in something really, really fast. And then there's like 9,000 other choices like the next week. Mix 6, covering our tracks. Do you know why it's called covering our tracks?
Because you're covering the tracks.
There you go. You're good. I see why you got this gig. Yeah.
Some things are turbocharged. You're covering songs that are only 2 years old.
Believe me, is there a better example of that? We have Gold Spot covering Float On and Tally Hall doing Smile Like You Mean It, as if these are like old chestnuts from yore. But yeah, so it's really, but that's kind of fun for us to do. I am really excited for this season. I think I'm really proud of these episodes, and I think it's going to be a season that the fans are going to be really satisfied with too. I think we always wanted to be a little bit different than the kind of show people expected us to be. Maybe last year we kind of became that show that everyone sort of assumed we were going to be. And this year we're back to just annihilate expectations.